Cold War 2.0 is over. Are we on the cusp of World War III? Thursday, October 12th, Mark Freeman, just an American citizen. Those who have been following us for years, and thank you to all my subscribers and my long-timers who put up with me. I've been yelling for years. I've been taking like this, shaking the lapel. This is the biggest problem the United States has ever felt, has ever watched, has ever dealt with. We're in Cold War 2.0. The world was splitting up. Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, talking about it years ago. Now people are kind of seeing it and going with it, and I go, okay. But the problem is they're now years ahead of where everybody was mentally prepared to deal with them. But let's look at where we are. Are we on the cusp of World War III? Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea are the axis. They all have one thing in common. They want to take out the United States. They want to kill the United States, everything we stand for. They all want to do it. But they all have different reasons. If you look at Putin and you read what Putin's been talking about and writing about for the last few years, he wants to be a czar. He wants to make Russia bigger. So he wants chunks of Europe. China, Xi wants to be Mao Zedong. So he wants the South China Sea, Taiwan, and that area and be able to move it. Those countries, though they want to take us down or make sure they have their own spheres of influence, if that's what we're going to, don't look at us the way that Iran does. Iran is a religious theocracy. They want to just rule by iron hand religion, like Afghanistan, like the Taliban, almost like ISIS. They kill women who don't want to wear scars on their heads. So they live to take out anybody who doesn't agree with them. Hamas is there to kill anybody who doesn't agree with them. Hamas did nothing for the people of Gaza, the very little bit. They took billions and did nothing. But they're there to enforce a religious theocracy. And if you don't agree, they'll kill you. So that's who we are dealing with now. And I say we, it's the West. This attack on Israel by Hamas is, did you hear what they said? They called for a big protest on Friday. The protest they called for is all Palestinians, all Arabs, and all Muslims. That was it. You didn't hear them calling for the West or people in the West or those who have liberal ideas or whatever, conservative ideas to rise up with them? No, or to stand with them? No, because this is a religious war to these people. So now we're in a different type of a situation. We've got them coming at Israel's looking at this as a religious war also, a pogrom trying to be eradicated. So they're at each other's throats. Then you've got Lebanon up north with Hezbollah, Syria off the Golan, and Iran off just a little ways away. So what we have is a situation where our ships are in the Mediterranean. We've got the Eisenhower, we've got the Gerald R. Ford. I hear there's like maybe a third strike force coming. So we've got to watch out what's going on. This could be the same setup that Iran arranged with Hamas and everybody else for the attack into Israel. We've got to be prepared for this. You saw my prior video when I talked about this Spanish Armada. They were the biggest, baddest guys in town until the English, who were small and could move quickly, took them out. And suddenly the British Navy was what ruled the high seas at that point. So they called the high seas. So now we're in a situation where we have our guys coming in. We could be pulled right into this. If Lebanon starts, if Hezbollah starts attacking, and we get involved, and so we don't be surprised if Iran, they love their drones. If they just send over a zillion drones after our ships. How about the waterbound drones like Ukraine's using against Russia very successfully? So we have to be prepared. We can't be the Spanish Armada. And if we get hit or they come after us, we have to be prepared to hit them back. Do I think Russia and China are coming in? Nah, it's not in their interests. That's why I don't see this as being World War III. But a small war, there's no such thing as small wars, especially now. But hopefully a containable, hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully, I'm just saying what I think the worst is and what could happen, and it could be real fast because you got to remember the intent of the parties. Did Hamas care that they killed Americans? Did Hamas care that they killed other countries' citizens? No, it wasn't just against Israel. So open your eyes. These guys are coming after us. These are Iran's tentacles, and we have to be prepared, and there can be no surprises on the Mediterranean or anywhere else. And please look at our videos. I'd love you to keep watching it and looking into some of our other stuff. We've been right on pretty much on this, unfortunately. But America will pull it out because we're smart enough to do it. We just got to pull together.